You know, sometimes on Fridays we like to take a break from COVID topics, politics, those kinds of things, focus on the community. So that's what we're going to do today in our Q&A. We're talking about the Briscoe Western Arts Museum with Meredith Balzen, the Marketing and Communications Manager for the Briscoe. You guys have a lot going on at the museum right now, and we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to just talk about an overview of the museum. When we say Western Art Museum, what kinds of things can people go there to see?
Well, we have everything that involves Western heritage. There are 4 different pillars of Western art, and we have all 4 of them throughout the museum. You've got your typical cowboys and vaqueros. You've got your Western wildlife and wild things and wild places, which is beautiful. We've got the Native American heritage and their story throughout the museum. And then we also have the Hispanic Tejano heritage, which is one of the pillars of our Vaqueros exhibition that's closing this weekend.
Yeah, so if you want to see that, get out there this weekend. All right, I want to just talk about the building itself, because when I first came here, it was the Hertzberg Circus Museum. But I know that it's a history for this building right on the river that goes back even farther than that.
Yeah, so when you think about downtown San Antonio, it's such a culturally rich area. You think about the cattle drives that are literally crossing the river. The Briscoe was the location of some of the cattle pens from back in the day. But we were the San Antonio's first public library downtown. And then we were the Hertzberg Circus Museum, which some people may remember. But now we're the Briscoe Western Art Museum, located right downtown on the Riverwalk, close to the Arneson Theater. It's a gem.
Yeah,
really is.
It is a beautiful part of town and a beautiful museum. Let's talk about some of the events that you guys have going on right now and coming up. One thing that caught my attention were these STEAM events. So explain that for us.
Yeah, so STEAM is a new program that we're going to be doing monthly. It's an opportunity for kids to have a hands-on experience, to learn about the West in a different way and use their hands, of course. So we added the A in STEM now to have art, but every month we'll have a new hands-on learning experience. This past month, we had a really fantastic little area where people could build their own town and put it all together. Next month, we're looking at clouds. We're looking forward to that on February 19th. But every month, it's something different. And it's something fun for kids to come get their hands in. And everything has to do with our collection and our Western heritage and our art.
All right, Meredith, if you ever need a guy who makes thermometers, I know someone. I'm just letting you know, okay? All right, so yeah, he hoots over there. Okay, so here's the next question is, the rodeo's coming up. And I know that you guys have an exhibit that deals just with the rodeo, but it also has some local flavor to it as well, correct?
Right, and we love hosting the Student Western Art Competition at the Briscoe Western Art Museum. What a fun opportunity to give these kids who are winners of the scholarships through the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo an opportunity to show their works in a museum. I think that just hits me home and is really awesome to come see that. We are going to be open through Western Heritage Weekend, which is February 5th. If you're downtown for the parade, come on by the Briscoe and see those 10 works by these scholarship recipients. They'll blow you away. They're amazing.
There's actually an opportunity for people to enjoy the museum for free on occasion. Is that right?
That's right. So we are just launching our free locals days, are the first free Sunday of the month to Bexar County residents. And it's free admission, which is really great for anyone to come enjoy our collection, our permanent collection or our special exhibition or any of the programming we have going on. We want it to be open for everybody.
What's your favorite thing? I'm gonna put you on the spot here. What's your favorite part of the museum?
Well, my favorite part of the museum is probably the stagecoach. It's bright, it's red, it's a Wells Fargo beautiful stagecoach. We actually have a program coming up called Story Time at the Stagecoach, where one of our partners will come and read the story. Actually, we're partnering with Dream Week, and it's a story about Mary Fields, who was the first female stagecoach driver. I love the stagecoach because it's beautiful and bright red, but I also love Santa Anna's sword. That's a favorite too.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would be really neat. So for some of these activities geared towards kids, what are the best age ranges for kids to really take part in that?
Well, it's really open for all ages because there's ways that every single kid can participate. We are free for kids 12 and under, but like our STEM activities are different for everybody. We could have parent involvement, or you could even get the teenagers involved. And we did see some of those this past weekend.
You also have movie nights, don't you?
We do. During the summer, we have our summer film series, which we're looking at having that again this summer. We show some classics. Last summer, we showed a lot of John Wayne films, and we're looking forward to some new, a little bit more modern films this year. But stay tuned on our website for that info.
Yeah.
Meredith, Steve and I have been talking about having you on, someone from the Briscoe, for weeks, months.
Yeah.
So for people who have never been there or don't know much about it, what would you say you're missing out on if you haven't been to the Briscoe?
Well, you're missing out on the story of San Antonio. You're missing out on your Western heritage and in Texas and who we are as people here in San Antonio. And I would really highly encourage you to come downtown. Parking is not a nightmare. Come downtown and come enjoy the Briscoe. We always have something different for you to come see.
Meredith Balzen with the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Thank you so much for making time for us today and enlightening us on the history that is just the building even that you guys are in. I really appreciate you taking the time for us.
Anytime. Thank you.
We'll be right back.